You know what is funny? While many people try to start cryptocurrency companies or become famous online influencers, some quiet people make millions selling simple things or providing basic services. These businesses are not exciting, they are not famous, but they work well and make steady money. When you picture a millionaire, you might think of a technology expert in a hoodie changing big industries like in Silicon Valley. But the truth is different. Many real millionaires earn their money in very ordinary and boring businesses. Nobody talks about them much. Number 4 on this list is something you probably use every day and flush away. Stick with me. These businesses can help anyone start earning good money. They are easy to understand and work in many countries around the world. Let's go through them one by one. Number 1. Vending machines. I know, you're thinking, vending machines? Really? That's your big millionaire secret? But hear me out. There's this guy who used to work in accounting. Regular dude, hated every second of it. One day, he buys one vending machine for about $2,000, sticks it in an office building. That machine makes him about $300 a month profit. He thinks, okay, that's decent beer money. Then the light bulb goes off. What if I had 10 machines, 20, 100? Fast forward 5 years, he's got over 800 vending machines across multiple cities. He makes around $2.3 million a year, and you know what he does all day? Whatever he wants. His team handles everything else. The beautiful thing about vending machines is they work while you sleep. They don't call in sick, they don't need health insurance, they just sit there quietly turning your dollar bills into more dollar bills. Plus, everyone talks about passive income, but nobody actually has passive income. This is actually passive. You stock it once a week and it prints money 24/7. Is it sexy? Absolutely not. Will your friends be impressed at parties? Probably not. But you know what is impressive? Making 6 figures while you're literally asleep. Number 2. Commercial cleaning/janitorial services. Okay, brace yourself. This one's about as exciting as watching paint dry, but the money? Ridiculous. Picture this. Offices, schools, hospitals, stores, all these places get filthy every single day. Floors tracked with dirt, trash piling up, surfaces covered in fingerprints and coffee rings. Someone has to clean it. And guess what? Nobody wants to do it themselves. Enter commercial cleaning. You show up after hours or early mornings, scrub floors, empty bins, wipe down desks, disinfect bathrooms. Boring, repetitive, essential work. Nothing glamorous, just keeping the world from turning into a biohazard. But here's where it gets juicy. Contracts. Once you land a client, they don't usually fire you. They sign yearly or multi-year deals, and the checks arrive like clockwork every month. Low material costs, mops, cleaners, vacuums, a few buckets, and margins climb to 30 to 50% once you're running multiple crews. One woman started with literally a van, some rags, and hustle. She bid on tiny office jobs, undercharged at first, over-delivered like crazy. Word spread, referrals rolled in. A few years later, she's got a small team cleaning over 150 buildings, schools, medical offices, retail chains, and clearing more than $1 million in profit every year. She barely touches a mop anymore. She manages from her phone while drinking coffee somewhere nice. The killer part? Every building on Earth needs to be clean. Health codes, employee morale, customer impressions, nobody skips it. Recessions hit, people still want germ-free spaces. Pandemics, demand actually goes up. It's not sexy, your friends won't ask for the highlight reel, but reliable monthly money pouring in while you sleep? That's the kind of boring that buys freedom. Start small, prove you're dependable, and scale it into a quiet empire. Number 3. Window cleaning, residential and commercial. Okay, buckle up. This one's so boring, it's almost poetic. You're literally just wiping glass for a living. Spray, squeegee, wipe, repeat. Dirty windows bug people more than they admit, and crystal clear ones make homes and offices look instantly better. That's it. That's the whole pitch. But here's where it gets wild. The money is stupidly good for something this simple. A small house job? $200 to $400. A big office building or high-rise? Easy, 10K plus. And the best part? Most clients don't want a one-time clean. They sign up for monthly, quarterly, or biannual visits. HOAs, condos, apartment complexes, office towers, they all hate streaky windows and happily pay forever. Startup? Laughably low. Under $5,000 gets you a van, squeegees, poles, purified water system, insurance, and some flyers. You start solo knocking on doors or calling local businesses, then hire a couple guys, and boom, routes start printing money. Margins? 30 to 50% or more once you've got crews running. Materials cost almost nothing, water plus soap, and repeat clients mean you barely have to sell anymore. Real operators scale fast. One guy went from zero to over $1 million in revenue in just a few years by nailing systems and recurring contracts. Another sold his operation for big money after hitting $1.3 million. It works everywhere people care about appearances: New York, Chicago, London, Sydney, any decent-sized city with high-rises or nice suburbs. Rain, dust, pollen, birds, windows get filthy constantly. Recession? Doesn't matter. People still want clean windows. Yeah, you might deal with heights, weather, and a little grime at first, but smart owners, though, they're managing teams and cashing checks while the crews do the wiping. Boring as hell, profitable as heaven. Number 4, property management. Okay, buckle up. This one's so boring, it's almost poetic. You don't even own the buildings. You just babysit other people's rental properties for a cut of the rent. That's it. Landlords hate dealing with leaky faucets, late rent, broken AC, or tenants who argue about everything. So they pay you 8 to 12% of the monthly rent to handle all the headaches: collecting payments, fixing stuff, finding new tenants, kicking out the bad ones. Here's the beautiful part. You start with basically zero capital. No massive loans, no buying real estate. Just hustle, a phone, some software, and maybe one helper eventually. Quick math. Manage 200 properties averaging $1,500 rent each. Total rent flowing through your hands? $300,000 a month. Your 10% slice? $30,000 every single month. That's $360,000 a year before you even scale. Expenses? Mostly a small team and some cloud software. One guy started with just 12 units. Today, he manages over 400 properties and pulls in more than $3 million in revenue annually. He's barely in the office. He's traveling the world while the checks hit his account. Scaling is stupidly easy. Going from 100 to 200 properties doesn't double your headache. Better systems and a few more staff handle the extra load. It's not glamorous. No one's going to call you a visionary, but quietly printing money by solving landlords' daily nightmares? That's millionaire math that actually works. Number 5, pool maintenance and cleaning. Okay, brace yourself. This one's even more boring than vending machines or storage units. But the money? It's ridiculous. People pay someone to keep their backyard or apartment complex pool from turning into a green swamp. Every week you show up, balance the chemicals, skim leaves and bugs, vacuum the bottom, brush the walls, clean filters, maybe fix a small leak. That's it. Routine, repetitive, zero glamour. But here's the beautiful part. Recurring revenue on steroids. Homeowners and HOAs pay $100 to $300 a month per pool for you to handle it forever. Startup? Cheap. $5K to $20K gets you a truck, test kits, chemicals, vacuum, and tools. Start solo knocking on doors in nice neighborhoods, build a route, then hire guys to do the wet work while you collect checks. In states like Florida, Texas, California, Arizona, where there are literally millions of pools, it's year-round gold. A solid route of 200 to 500 pools? You're looking at $400K to over $1 million in annual profit. Margins? 40 to 60% easy because your biggest expense is labor, and once the route is full, cash flows like clockwork. Toss in repairs, heater installs, or equipment sales, and the numbers climb even higher. Sure, it's seasonal up north, but in the Sun Belt, it never stops. At first, it's physical: wet shoes, sun, chlorine smell, but successful owners? They're managing routes and teams from the beach or their home office, trading sweat for serious freedom and bank deposits that keep coming whether you show up or not. Not sexy, nobody's posting pool brushing selfies, but waking up to 6- or 7-figure income from people too busy or lazy to clean their own pools? That's the kind of boring that buys freedom. Number 6, portable toilet rentals. Okay, brace yourself. This one's gonna make you laugh or cringe, but hear me out because the money is ridiculous. Portable toilets. Porta-potties. Those blue plastic boxes you see at construction sites, outdoor weddings, music festivals, marathons, county fairs, anywhere a crowd shows up and there's no real bathroom in sight. Sounds gross? Sure. Unpleasant? Absolutely. But from a business standpoint, pure gold. Meet this guy who jumped in during a nasty recession. Everyone else was panicking, businesses were folding left and right, construction slowed, but it didn't stop. Events kept happening. And guess what? People still need toilets, no exceptions. He starts small, 5 units. Today, over 400 porta-potties in rotation. His company pulls in about $1.2 million in revenue a year with roughly 60% profit margins. The operation is dead simple. Drop them off, clean and service them weekly. Yes, it's the dirty part. Pick them up when the job's done. That's it. Construction never really stops. Weddings, festivals, sports events, road races, they're everywhere, year after year. Demand is rock solid because biology doesn't care about the economy. After the initial ew factor wears off, owners realize they're running a boring, predictable cash machine. Many of them are living very comfortably. Nice houses, vacations, freedom, while their trucks handle the dirty work. Not glamorous, not something you brag about at parties, but waking up to 6-figure deposits while someone else scrubs the units, that's the kind of boring that buys real freedom. Number 7. Parking lots. Okay, buckle up. This one's so boring it's almost poetic. Parking lots. That's it. Just flat pieces of asphalt where people pay to park their cars, because in big cities, space is worth more than gold. No fancy buildings, no inventory, no drama. You slap some paint for lines, put up a sign or a few cameras, maybe hire one guy or go fully automated, and you're in business. Expenses? Laughably low. No products to buy, no staff running around all day, no endless customer complaints. You're literally selling empty space, and people pay for it every single day. In a prime downtown spot, a medium-sized lot can pull in $50,000 to $100,000 or more per month. One smart owner bought a piece of land 20 years ago for $800,000. Today, it's cranking out $75,000 every single month. He's made his money back dozens of times over and still has the asset. This isn't glamorous. Your friends won't care at parties. You own parking lots? Yawn. But you know what's not boring? Depositing 5- or 6-figure checks while you're on vacation. It's recession-resistant, works in every crowded city worldwide, and once it's set up, it basically runs itself. Boring? Yes. Millionaire maker? Absolutely. Conclusion. These 7 businesses, vending machines, commercial cleaning, window cleaning, property management, pool maintenance, portable toilets, and parking lots are painfully boring. Nobody's going to make a Netflix documentary about them. You won't get invited on podcasts. Your friends will still think you're crazy when you tell them what you do. But here's the truth. These are the businesses that have quietly created more millionaires than almost any tech startup ever has. Because people will always need snacks, clean buildings, clear windows, someone to manage their rentals, a clean pool, a porta-potty at an event, and somewhere to park their damn car. These needs never go away, not in booms, not in recessions, not ever. Once they're set up, they run with tiny teams or almost on autopilot. Low drama, predictable cash, real passive income that actually exists. While everyone else is chasing the next crypto moonshot, the next viral video, or the next disruptive app, you can just quietly own boring assets that print money month after month. Boring is reliable. Reliable is wealthy. Wealthy buys you freedom, travel, time with family, waking up with 0 alarm clock. So here's the only question that actually matters. Which one are you going to start with? Think about your city right now. Where's the obvious need? The path is stupidly simple. Start small, stay consistent, and let the boring compound. Are you finally ready to choose boring and get rich? Drop your pick in the comments. Let's see who's actually serious.